was very happy and nice, but it's turned to be so, I don't expect that things happen badly. My husband, my ex-husband, have to have a lot of things that make me feel disappointed of him. This money lender messaged me, asked for money, asked me to pay back. When I asked him, he denied. And I found there's a lot of TOTO receipt, 4D receipt, and I feel that why this thing happened, for why reason that he needs to go this gamble. And it's quite a few money lender actually came over. There's one time they came and knocked the door. I just have to handle I have to handle all this matter for him. I found out that actually the scandal, the affair that he having is actually nonetheless is my own cousin. They actually work together in the same place, and that is where they actually fall in love. So I heard many rumors say that they actually always been together. Seriously, I really sad that why such thing happen. I don't really actually take their whatever people words, but I want to find out myself.
Abang!
I asked him whether are you really actually having an affair with my own cousin?
Betulkah pada mau sulit dengan perempuan tu? Jawab soalan Rina, bang. Jawab.
And he don't want to admit.
Jawab, bang.
He was very angry, and that is where he start violent. He start to kick me, and he start to punch me. He's quiet, but I'm the one who actually shouting at him. And that is where also my children, the three of them are there, saw what happened, and he tried to stop my husband from hitting me, and that's where they scream.
Ayah, buka pintu ayah!
And that is where he mentioned that
ceraikan kau dengan talak dua.
because we have no more relationship, our relationship is end. That is where he said that you have no right to stay here really. So it means that he actually chased me out from this place. But actually I told him, as a husband, as a man, you have to be, responsible. You are supposed to get out from this place instead of me, because I have 3 kids. You are alone, you are man. But he insists me to, stay from this place.
When Rina first came to see me, it was at my Meet the People session. She appeared distraught. She appeared very worried. But she said that she doesn't have a place to stay because the unit was in her husband's name. And the husband had abused her, had left the family. My greatest regret is I didn't get the chance to see the husband. I used to work with men who are violent and counsel them. I wish I could have done something. Unfortunately, it was a stage where he was already out of the picture by then. We wanted to make sure is to reassure her that we can stabilize your lives with your children. So don't worry about having to move out of this unit. I will support her, will go through that journey with her if she's prepared to work through these difficult times with us.
I always pray hard. I pray hard that one day she come back to me. I always welcome her back, and I miss her so much.
The first time I met Madam Rina was in August 2014, and she actually walked into our office to request for some financial assistance. And the house is really just 5 minutes walking distance away from our office, so whenever she was feeling troubled or whenever she needed any assistance, it was very easy for her to come from work or from home all the way to our office. We needed to assess her financial situation, and after the assessment of her situation, we then applied for some interim assistance through the social service office, and this comprised of the electricity, water and gas bills as well as the rental bills. So we actually managed to cut down the bills by 80%. And we also assisted the children with some school pocket money, and this was for Madam Rina to actually cope with the expenses that she had for the children.
When I finish work at maybe 6 to 7 o'clock, I reach home at 8. Yeah, whereby we actually sit together, eat together, and then that's where I start to teach my children homework.
Find the equivalent measures. 2 meter equals to?
Miss Rani also suggests that my children need to go for extra tuition. And that is where Miss Rani actually told me to get my children to go homework cafe.
So Homework Cafe started in 2012, and we basically target children from Project 4650. And it's basically a group of volunteers who come together to help these kids who are a little academically weaker than the rest of the kids. And this group of volunteers are actually made up of people from all walks of life, and we actually have retirees who used to be from the education sector, as well as students like myself.
This is air, this is space. Then they go out, and then one.
Some of these kids come from slightly more challenging family backgrounds. Some of them could be coming from families where their parents are serving sentences. Some could be coming from single-parent families. Some of them may not be in their best behavior during the evenings. So we do have kids who come in and just do not want to do their homework, and some of them could actually throw their tantrums when you try to encourage them to do their work. It's really encouraging to actually be able to build bonds with these kids and actually see them improve over the years. So we do have a few success cases who actually went on to do much better than they used to do. And this actually gives the volunteers the motivation that they need to actually carry on.
My first daughter is 14 years old this year. I do not know why I can't get her to stay with me. And I was told that she is not happy with staying with me. She does not treat me as a mother. She does not want to treat me as a mother. And she said that I'm not worth to be a mother. I think must be someone actually brainwash her that makes her say that to me. The only words I can say, I miss you, And I hope you come back. I always welcome her back.
The more I got to know Madam Rina, she really shared what her struggles were in relation to her family and in dealing with the loss of her children and husband. Madam Rina is someone who is aware of the community resources, and she is able to approach the different organizations whenever she faced any difficulties that she was unable to cope with by herself. So for instance, she actually approached Legal Aid Bureau on her own and to get the subsidized services to deal with her divorce proceedings.
So, Rina, how's your kids? How's your husband?
Rina, kenapa? What happened? Are you okay?
During my saddest day, I actually met my friends, my closest friends, and we sat at the kopitiam, and I share my stories to them, and they give me a good feedback. I heed their advice. Of course, they ask me like to pray more, take good care of your children, the most important things. What made me happy is karaoke, because that's my hobby. And when I went to karaoke, I love to sing this song by Aisha, and the song goes like this. Oh dunia ini penuh kepalsuan, oh mungkinkah tiada keikhlasan. So it says that the world is actually full of lies.
For Izora RC, we have been start distributing this bread since 2009. We distribute to 60 families per week, and 40% are from the 4650 project. Rina was actually a very joyful person. You couldn't tell from her expression that she feel a bit depression. We find that after engaging her, she feel more happy and more open to share things with us. We do have singles mother who come by, and we find that it takes them a lot of courage to walk in here to share with us that they need help and things like that. So for men, it's even worse. You know, a man has his own ego. So when they come by, they ask for help, we know that wow, they are really desperate for it. So without hesitation, we actually wrote them into this project. We started it off 5 years ago, where we have 80% of our 4650 residents came in to collect our bread. But now we see only of 40% of people coming in to collect. They be able to take care of themselves, they be able to budget their financial themselves.
I met my MP, Dr. Maliki, at Siglap, and I think maybe Dr. Maliki had wrote a letter to HDB side, and that is where the HDB officer called me personally instead, say that I am eligible to get a sales flat. This place made me happy because I have my new sofa, you know, my new curtain, my new table. I have my own room sharing with my kids, you know, and a kitchen where I can now cook by my own self for my children to eat. Look around my house. Most of the items are by my friends. I will take this opportunity to say thanks to all my friends that actually bought all these things for me. I found this dental assistant from my good friends. which is my ex-classmate from primary school. And I'm happy that I got the job. So the first day I joined with my zero knowledge, but in the end, I feel happy. Okay, have a rinse, sir.
Okay.
Slowly. Spirit here, please. Thank you.
Rina is a people
ready?
person.
Go on this
So
side.
she handles the patient well. She likes the patient and the patient adores her. Most of them come with fear. But she allays all this through the friendly approach and the warmth that she gives to them.
Yeah, you are, sir. Cool.
Let me check one more time.
Are you okay with the light, doctor?
Yes. The rest are fine. As I recall, it must have been at least 4 to 5 times that she wanted to quit. I know sometimes it's hard for her to have to take care of so many things. She can be overwhelmed by the home issues, and those were times where we had to stand up and advise her to just stick it out. The job is important to her, it's important for her family. With the job, she can also feel a sense of fulfillment. She can also develop a network of support for herself.
I really see myself in Rina because at that time I was 41. I'm a working mom and I got 3 kids. So I thought it wasn't easy, but I did it. When I spoke to Dr. Xiao and he says, it's good that if you can go for the course, and he did it, he paid everything for me. I just joined him 6 months and he trusted me. So I want to prove it to her that she can do it too with the help of the company. In the morning I have to cook, then afternoon
There are opportunities to learn to be a better dental assistant. All right, there are also managerial skills that she can acquire. After the senior nurse is a clinic coordinator. That means she is in charge of running a few clinics for us.
Rina also changed a lot now, and I can see the changes in her. It makes her feels more independent, and which she does tell me that she's very happy. She can do things by herself, cook everything prepared for the kids.
My children, they are happy, especially my second daughter. He keep like non-stop cleaning up everything, like table, kitchen, helping me here and there. My ultimate dreams in my life is actually to go to Hajj. One day, maybe, if God willing, inshallah. Of course, my wish is my first daughter to actually come back to this home, because I can always tell her that this home is, the door is always open for her to come back. And the only words I can tell her is that Ibu miss you so much, and I was always there for you. I miss you.
And one day I'm sure the daughter will know that she is a good mother. Is an eldest daughter and looks at the welfare and well-being of the 3 younger siblings, and see the 3 younger siblings finally grow up to be good individuals, responsible individuals. She'll be very proud of the 3 siblings too. And at the end of the day, she'll probably conclude that yes, my mother did all these things single-handedly to raise my 3 siblings. And I think it will come to a point where the wounds will be healed. I'm quite confident that it will happen one day.
It's not easy to be a single mother, especially where you have a kids around you. My advice is to move on with your life. Never give up. Never ever give up. Share whatever sad story you have with your friends, your close one. Maybe they can give you a feedback, a good feedback. Beside your friend, you can also actually meet the grassroots, your area side, family service center, what I say, and also community center. Maybe all these people are willingly to help you there.